Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Merry Reunionween, December 13th, 2024, written by Briar A. Ceronics. Interior, 99th Precinct, day. Terry is sitting at his desk working. A group of Christmas carolers comes in singing. They are wheeling in a giant orange and black Christmas present. We wish you a Merry Halloween, we wish you a Merry Halloween, we wish you a Merry Halloween. Suddenly Jake, dressed as Dr. Frankenstein, jumps out of the box, throwing the lid to the floor. And a happy heist, miss. Jake, we're doing the heist today? Why? Terry isn't prepared. Well, we had to delay it due to some mishaps. Interior, 99th Precinct, day. Cut to. Jake is holding a baby girl dressed as Frankenweenie while giving the annual Halloween heist speech. Everyone is in costume. Jake is Dr. Frankenstein and Amy is the bride of Frankenstein's monster. Boyle is Igor, Terry, Captain America, Rosa and her girlfriend are Vaggie and Charlie, respectively, Gina is Agatha Harkness, Holt and Kevin are Hannibal and Clarice, and Scully and Hitchcock are Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Mac and Nicolaj are also there, but not dressed up. For this year's heist, we'll be stealing this very authentic Duckburg coin that declares the winner the best duck/genius in the entirety of Duckburg. Woo-woo. There are looks of confusion and general complaints about the duck-themed heist. While everyone yells at Jake, he fails to notice his daughter grabbing the coin and swallowing it. Jake. Yes, I know. You were all worried about the comments on today's coin, but I will have you know that DuckTales was rebooted in 2017, and this show is now one with a rich, sophisticated plot worthy of us adults, and it is not weird to watch cartoons as a grown man. No, Jake, breathes the coin in her mouth. Jake looks down at his hand, still in the same position as if he were holding the coin, but it is gone. He looks over at Bree, who locks eyes with him, and swallows the coin. No. Intro. Interior, 99th Precinct, day. Jake is at the holding cell and putting the carolers inside. Thank you. Enjoy prison. You all did great. Jake walks over to the briefing room where everyone is waiting for this year's heist explanation. Everyone is dressed in their costumes from the flashback. Holt is at the podium awaiting Jake. For this year's heist, we will be stealing this very authentic Duckburg coin that none of you have ever seen before that declares the winner the best duck/genius in the entirety of Duckburg. Woo-woo. We really couldn't have done anything differently. We got a discount if we ordered a second one. Bree's hospital bills were expensive. I'm telling you, I could have gotten it out myself. I know baby Heimlich. Here, Hitchcock, get up. Nope. I trust doctor's experience more than you. Oh, Scully has plenty of experience. I choke on a piece of pizza at least twice a day. As Jake said, he needed to, quote-unquote, get creative over the years for the heist objectives. I do not see how ducks involve creativity. They are very real birds. Holt starts chuckling. Oh, I get it, because I'm not a duck. That implies you are the best duck/genius, when in fact that is actually moi.
Avez-vous déjà terminé?
What? Holt turns away from Jake. As I was saying, Jake had to get quote-unquote creative, but the goal of the heist remains the same. He must steal this fake Mallard quarter by midnight. Holt walks out of the room. Everyone gets up and follows him. The coin will be hidden in this random officer's pocket. Ah, Robert O'Donnell. Holt slides the coin into a random beat cop's pants pocket. What is this? Only an item of the utmost importance. Guard it with your life. Sweet, will do, sir. And let the games begin. You cannot start a sentence with and. Let the games begin. Interior, 99th Precinct, day. Terry and the rest of the precinct have went back to work for the time being. The other heisters are left to chat amongst themselves while waiting for whoever makes the first move. Rosa walks over to a table where Holt and Kevin are sitting. Nice couple's costume. Hannibal Lecter is one of the most well-read scholars in modern-day fiction. It is no wonder Raymond would want to dress as him, so of course I chose to be his love interest. You know they made a show where Hannibal was gay, right? Excuse me? You could have just dressed as Will Graham, his male love interest. I told you they were gay, Kevin. You're one to criticize couples' costumes, Jake. You two are a walking train wreck. Yeah, why'd you dress your wife as your daughter? I told Jake I wanted to do Frankenstein costumes, but I assumed he was going to dress as the monster instead of the scientist, so I just matched with what I thought he was going to do. You see, I actually did research to make sure I wasn't going to mess it up, but you turned it all Sweet Home Alabama on me anyway. Mac runs into the room and starts crying to Amy. Mom, I'm bored. Why don't you go play with Nicolaj? I heard there's a whole train set in the kids' room. Terry walks past the room and overhears the conversation. 2 whole train sets. You heard Uncle Terry, now go. Mac runs off to the promised train sets. Nicolaj is so much older than him. I hope they get along. Before Amy can respond, the lights go out. The screen is completely pitch black. People working in the precinct are a mix of confused and startled. The heisters are more curious and competitive than anyone else. Who did that? Not me. Ow, you stepped on my foot. I'm not even moving. In the background, a flashing light is seen. Gina clearly has a laser and is trying to laser off O'Donnell's pocket. Terry flips the lights back on. Everything is back in full view. Everyone is staring at Gina, including Terry, whose hand is still on the light switch, in disbelief Gina got caught so easily. It's not what it looks like. Really? Because to Terry, it looks like you're trying to laser poor O'Donnell's pants off. Oh, then it's exactly what it looks like. Go help O'Donnell get some new damn pants. You're paying Gina. Fine, whatever, copycat. What? Your costume? You dress the same as me. I'm Captain America. How is that the same as Agatha Harkness? Gina walks up to Terry. All MCU characters are the same, Terror Bear. Parentheses, as she says Terror Bear, she boops Terry on the nose. Gina and O'Donnell walk off. Interior, 99th Precinct, day. Gina and O'Donnell are in a small storage room together. Gina pulls out her phone and starts recording, focusing on O'Donnell's face. You got the goods? You bet. O'Donnell goes into his pocket and pulls out the coin. He hands it to Gina. Gina snatches the coin and puts her arm around O'Donnell and has the phone camera on selfie mode, recording the two of them. Now you may be thinking, wow, Gina is so awesome. How does she pull that off? Well, chat, say hello to Glenn O'Donnell. O'Donnell waves at the camera. Yep, that's right, plot twist. Robert has a twin brother, Glenn. I found that out while stalking Robert. Holt had been eyeing Robert for days. I honestly thought he was cheating on Kevin until I realized the heist made more sense, so I tracked down his twin. Can I get my money now? Yeah, sure. Gina goes into her bag and puts the coin inside. Then she hands O'Donnell some Monopoly money and starts to walk out. Thanks for the help. Bye. Before O'Donnell can say anything, Gina slams the door. O'Donnell looks down at his hand, disappointed he got Lynetti'd. Interior, 99th Precinct, day. Holt is sitting at a random desk with Kevin. He is watching Gina's live stream on his phone. Cheddar 2, it is now your time. Make me proud. A dog almost identical to Cheddar comes prancing out. He goes straight to Gina's unguarded purse. After wrestling around for a few seconds in the bag, Cheddar 2 pops up with the coin sticking out of his mouth. He walks back to Holt and Kevin. Cheddar 2 gives the coin to Holt. Good work, my fluffy duplicate. Holt is holding Cheddar 2, petting him. Kevin reaches out his hand for the coin. Holt gives it to him. I'll go take this away now. Kevin walks towards the elevator, but is stopped by Amy. Where are you going? I need to go home and grab some papers to grade. Kevin walks into the elevator, leaving Amy alone. But the grading period ended 2 days ago. Amy looks puzzled for a split second before figuring something out. Exterior, interior, Holt's house, day. Amy is at the front door of Holt's house. She grabs a key from in her pocket and gets inside the house with no problem. I knew copying my boss's key would come in handy one day. Cut to Interior, 99th Precinct, day. Cut to a flashback that takes place during the original series. Holt and Amy are in Holt's office together. Jake is heard screaming. Off screen, Captain Holt! Of course he needs me right when I am conducting your performance review. Holt stands up to leave, but pauses as he looks over at a purse on his desk. Amy, please guard this man purse with your life. Kevin accidentally left it here. I will return it to him tonight. Yes, sir, will do. Amy salutes Holt while looking visibly awkward and thus nervous about how awkward she's being. Holt does not seem to care and leaves the room. Amy then goes up to the purse and grabs the keys. I made sure Jake is going to keep Holt busy by messing up one of his reports. Now time to go get this key and new twin. Which is not how twins work. Interior, Holt's house, day. Amy is looking through the house and sees Cheddar 2 guarding the coin. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out some dog treats. Hey, Cheddar, these are the same treats Holt and Kevin used to train you. Don't ask why I know that. Amy throws the treats somewhere behind her. Cheddar 2 quickly gets up and goes to eat the treats. He leaves the coin on the floor. Amy goes to pick it up. Gotcha. Interior, 99th Precinct, night. Amy arrives back to the precincts once it is dark outside. Amy just barely steps out of the elevator to her floor and a loud buzzer is played on the speakers. Then a large group of around 100 people come in from every entrance to the floor. All 100 of them are dressed as Sonic the Hedgehog to a varying degree of quality. Who's ready for a Sonic lookalike contest? That's not even what a lookalike contest is. Well, it sounds better than cosplay contest. All the Sonics come swirling in. There is not enough room for them all. Best quality Sonic comes near Amy and is trying to get into her pocket. Amy notices. Jake, that costume better have not cost more than $100, I swear. Amy rips the head off the Sonic costume. It is not Jake inside. It is instead Ben Schwartz. It was actually $2,000. I can get one commissioned for your friend Jake if you want. Amy is too busy talking to Ben to notice 2 other Sonics behind her successfully pickpocket her. The 2 Sonics retreat towards the women's bathroom immediately. No, why would you even buy that? Whatever, your loss. And I mean that literally. Ben makes a finger gun aimed at Amy's pocket and leaves, as do the rest of the Sonics. Amy is confused before quickly realizing what she fears. She starts patting her pockets frantically to see if there's anything in them. Then she sticks her hand in both pockets, turning them inside out. The coin is gone. No, no, no! Interior, 99th Precinct, Women's Bathroom, night. The two thief Sonics enter the women's bathroom. Both Sonics take off their heads. Under the costume was Rosa and her girlfriend Sophie. Their face paint from their has-been hotel costumes is smudged from sweat. Did you get it? Yep, 1 nerd coin. Sophie shows the coin to Rosa while giving her a big kiss on the cheek. This makes Rosa smile. Sophie still has the coin. Who knew you were so good at pickpocketing? I did it a lot as a kid. Rosa gives Sophie a slight disapproving look. What, you're not a cop anymore? Rosa chuckles. Before their conversation can continue, Hitchcock and Scully rush in through the door. Emergency, move out of the way. Both Hitchcock and Scully are moving at lightning speeds and both go into different stalls and slam the doors. I swear those two become Olympic runners when it comes to food, or the bathroom. Let's go. Wait, let me grab my bag. A loud farting noise is heard and a stink not yet known to man fills the room. Sophie is so startled and disgusted she drops the coin into the sewer grate on the bathroom floor. Shit! I'm sorry, Rosa. We can go get some tools down the street and get it? Good idea. The two girls leave the bathroom in a hurry. The camera follows them out for a second. We can see Boyle hidden behind a close plant, listening. A few seconds after the girls leave the frame, Terry walks to the bathroom door holding 2 wrapped-up plates and a toolbox and enters. Boyle runs away shortly after. The camera goes back inside the bathroom. Did you get her to drop it? Yep, right down the drain. Perfect, good job. Here's your payment. Terry puts the toolbox down, then walks towards the stalls and unwraps the plates. Inside is 2 slices of cake on each plate. He puts the plates on the floor under the 2 occupied stalls. Yes, come to Papa. Amazing work on the stink bomb as well, guys. Terry didn't know you knew engineering. Oh, those aren't stink bombs? Yeah, all natural. Terry looks absolutely appalled and disgusted. Terry then covers his mouth and nose with a shirt. He grabs the toolbox and opens it up. He grabs a screwdriver and unscrews the grate. He then grabs a long tool with a magnet attached to it to grab the coin. He looks frustrated after a few tries. What the hell? I put a stopper down to catch the damn thing before it went into the sewers. Interior, sewer, night. Boyle is crawling around the sewer. He gets to where the pipe for the women's bathroom is. He is able to hit the pipe leading to the drain and hears Terry's stopper fall after a few hits. Boyle then gets back up and follows the pipe into the sewer water. Anything to be the best duck/genius. Boyle jumps into the sewer water to find the coin. Interior, 99th Precinct, night. Jake is sitting at a desk thinking until he hears screams out the window. He turns to the window and looks outside it. He sees Boyle outside taking a shower with a hose. Mind you, it is snowing. Cold, I can't feel my nips or my legs. Jake looks uncomfortable and confused. I feel like the legs are more important. Jake looks more confident now because he is sure the coin is with Boyle. Jake gets up and walks to the kitchen. Jake peeks half his body over the wall so he can talk to whoever is in the kitchen in a whimsy manner. Bill, soup's on. Bill is seen making an entire meal, including soup. He is dressed as a chef. Interior, 99th Precinct, night. Boyle walks back into the precinct. His hair is wet and he has a towel around him. He is visibly freezing. He passes the kitchen on his way in. Bill comes out and stops him. Charles, you look freezing. I made some soup if you want some. Yes. Yes, please. I didn't know you could cook, Bill. I just learned how. Have you ever heard of Blue Apron, Charles? Oh, I've heard about it on some of my food podcasts. Blue Apron ships delicious recipes and perfectly portioned ingredients to your house and use code BILL for a 25% off discount. Please, I really need it. I've been wanting to try it out to better teach Nicolaj how to cook. Let me get my phone out. Boyle gets his phone. He goes and starts a Blue Apron subscription. Once Bill sees he is finished getting his subscription, he serves Boyle some soup. Boyle quickly drinks it all. That is delicious, Bill. I have some other Blue Apron samplers if you want to try them. Oh, do I? Well, do you want to? Yes. Bill walks over with a giant tray of food and starts explaining each dish to Boyle. The camera turns to Jake, watching from a distance, smiling. Hitchcock and Scully come to the kitchen and start eating as well, including the soup. The camera once again goes to Jake, who winces and looks like he is debating stopping them before he decides against it and waves it off. Interior, 99th Precinct, night. The screen is dark and the text 45 minutes later appears on screen. We then see Bill still explaining food to Boyle, but now it is dessert. Boyle is starting to look weak and exhausted. I don't feel very good. Boyle's head falls onto the table. He's out cold. Jake walks over and picks up Boyle's phone he left on the table. He takes the case off and grabs the coin from inside. I knew it'd be here. He's been hiding trinkets he finds in here for years. Cut to exterior, crime scene, day. A flashback from when Boyle and Jake were still partners at the 9-9. They are at a crime scene from what appears to be a murder outside a restaurant. I cannot believe anyone would kill Chef Amato, who hates pasta so much they'd commit such a crime. Maybe he gave someone food poisoning? A revenge kill. No, Jake. Chef Amato made the best meatballs in all of Italy and Brooklyn. He wouldn't even cook a degree too cold. Well, maybe he had a run-in with the mob? Yeah, that's more likely. I was joking. The mob doesn't joke about meatballs, Jake. Boyle goes and grabs a piece of tar coming off the parking lot. He kisses the piece of tar. Goodbye, sweet prince. He takes his phone case off and puts the tar inside. The camera cuts to Jake just staring at him. Boyle is seen in the distance, kissing the phone case while crying. Interior, 99th Precinct, night. Boyle is still passed out on the table. What happened to him? I may have found some roofies and evidence and told Bill to add them to the soup. Hitchcock looks down at his bowl of soup in horror. He immediately passes out, face falling into the soup. Cool, free nap. Scully grabs a pillow he seems to magically have behind him and puts it on the table. He then passes out onto the pillow. Alright, well, 1 hour until midnight. Time to sit on this coin like it's a duck egg, and I, the winning mother. Jake pauses. Nope, didn't like that. Jake walks over to the desk he was previously at and places the coin on the seat. He sits on it. Interior, 99th Precinct, night. The screen is black with the text 11:59 p.m. After that screen, we return to the main floor shenanigans. Terry, Rosa, and Sophie walk in. Their clothes are visibly drenched, and based on the reactions from everyone else in the room, they stink. Where is that f***ing coin? Terry looked all over the sewer. Terry is not proud of the things he's done. Sophie looks over at Boyle. He is still out cold. What's wrong with him? Oh, nothing. Just roofies. Sophie backs away from Jake in fear. He nods his head, understanding where she is coming from. Yep, I deserve that. Jake looks over at the clock, then turns to Bill. Bill, oh, the salt if you would. One salty loser coming up. Bill grabs some smelling salts from the cabinet and uses it to wake Boyle up. Boyle sits immediately up and raises his hand to the air. I have the coin. Boyle realizes his hands are empty. He brings his hand down to stare at it. Never mind. Well, it's about time. Jake stands up, quickly grabs the coin, and jumps into the chair. He stands on the chair and holds the coin up to the air. Everyone participating in the heist sees this, parentheses except for Hitchcock and Scully, who are still asleep. They all rush over and crowd the chair, trying to get the coin. Amy hops on the chair and almost reaches the coin, but then Jake's watch alarm goes off. And midnight. I am officially the best duck/genius in all of Duckburg, Brooklyn, and the world. Off screen. Not so fast. The elevator dings and the doors open. Inside is Mac, dressed up as Wario, Nikolaj dressed as Waluigi, and Bree, parentheses being held by Nikolaj, dressed as Wa Peach. Mac is holding a toy train. Check the back of the coin. Jake frantically checks the back of the coin. After scanning it for a few seconds, he notices tiny, tiny letters that say fake on it. What did you do with the coin? It's right here. Mac pulls the coin out from his toy train. He holds it up to the air just like his dad. Mac looks very proud of himself. Mac, oh my god, how did you do it? Well, I heard Daddy tell stories about how you rubbed a scent on a prize one year and Scully ate it. Cut 2. Interior, 99th Precinct, day. A scene from the Heist episode Vallow Easter where Scully ate the prize plays. Interior, 99th Precinct, night. So I put a sweet scent on the real coin so Bree would eat it. Then Nicky made the fake coin. That way he can have a real one as well. We both win. I have never been so proud in my life. Jake! And disappointed. Honey, you can't make your sister eat things that aren't food. You could kill her. But what about Mr. Scully? Amy glares at Jake to say the right thing. Jake looks over at Scully. Scully is a special case. Amy approves of that statement. I suppose we are due for our annual celebratory night at Shaw's. We can't take the kids to a bar. I have an idea. Interior, Chuck E. Cheese, night. The group are inside a Chuck E. Cheese arcade area. Jake puts his arms up as to reference his surroundings. Rat Casino. They cannot have casinos in Brooklyn, let alone for children. Oh, but they do. Oh, but they do. I will have to look into these. I do not trust the eyes on that rat. The camera zooms in on a Chuck E. Cheese mascot costume's eyes. Lighten up, Cap. Jake jabs Holt on the shoulder. Jake is having the most fun out of everyone, including the kids. A montage starts of the entire cast playing different arcade games, including a scene of Jake and Holt playing Dance Dance Revolution together. Holt is winning. Yeah, kill him, Holt. The montage resumes to some more arcade games. It ends with the cast taking a photo with a Chuck E. Cheese mascot. Everyone say 9-9, woo! 9-9, woo! Credits. End.